because, oh, by the way, I might put this up here. It's a bracelet, it's a pendant, it's a ring. We have Tanzanite in all three pieces today. So if you really want to basically put a set together, you can do that real easily. We're going to talk about the bracelet though first. This is a bracelet that is somewhat unusual in the way that they've laid the stones out, but it's a lot of Tanzanite. Listen to this. Well, we have three sizes, small, average, and large. The small, just in Tanzanite, is 9.6 carats. If you get the average, just the Tanzanite, 10.3 carats. In the large, just the Tanzanite, 11.2 carats. And then you add in the diamonds that are between them. The diamonds in the small is 18 points, the average is 20 points, and the large is 22 points. So you have diamonds and Tanzanite, and it's all set in sterling silver. And here's the best part. It's stunning, but this actually was about $2,000 at QVC's price. And I can see why. I mean, I would expect that. We just took $800 off our own price to bring it down to just less than $1,200. That, I know, it's still a lot of money, but what you have to understand is this. 3 payments of $399 will get it home to you. But what I like even better is if you use a Q card, you can do 18-month special financing, and those 18 months come down to, get this, $66 a month. Yeah, $66 a month, and you can have this bracelet and you pay for it on your Q card over the next 18 months. I want to bring in Jeff Mosley because he is our Affinity gem expert, and when it comes to colored stones, honey, nobody talks about it like you do, especially when it's Tanzanite, which is one of your favorites.
Well, thank you, Mary Beth. I pretty much lived in the Tanzanite world alone for about 17 years of my 25 years in my career. So it's kind of like part of my wardrobe, different shades of purples and blues, right? It's my favorite colors. And I love that we have literally very few pieces of Tanzanite now, but what we do have is some of the best of the best. And I enjoyed the next few minutes of describing these with you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So first of all, the Tanzanite stones. Talk to me a little bit about the color and the background of Tanzanite.
Sure. The quick story, in case you just watched for the first time and never heard of this, this is a baby in the gemstone world, yet it's one of the few stones in the world that will be exhausted in our lifetime. So that's why they call it a generational gem. It was discovered in 1967, only one place in the entire world, at a small little mine at the base of Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Africa. And in that small little mine, there are 4 what we call blocks to the mine. And literally they're called A, B, C, and D. 3 out of the 4 are no longer producing Tanzanite. The entire mine, for the first time in the history of mining, was taken over by the government in Africa, which again, this is very unusual. They took over this mine about almost 2 years ago now. So it's really tough to get the stones out. What's really hard to find, though, Mary Beth, is that nice blue color.
Yeah.
When it resembles a sapphire, like a Ceylon or a cashmere sapphire, that's where the value skyrockets in the Tanzanite world.
Wow.
And, as you'll hear us talk about the GIA a lot, when you look at the GIA online, you go to their website and look at Tanzanite, it'll tell you right there, premium color Tanzanite should have the blue color to it. And that's what you see here.
Right. It's gorgeous. And, when it goes from $2,000 on QVC, and we're usually less expensive than even, the retailers out there. I'm just going to take it off for a moment so you can really see all the stones. They have it locked on pretty good and tight, which they should if you're buying that.
While you're doing that, Mary Beth, if you don't mind, because I know that you're going to be working on that right there, I want to just take advantage of this shot we've got here, which is the emerald cut stones.
Right.
Because this is very different. Many of you have purchased Tanzanite before from us, maybe in an oval cut, probably the most common, sometimes in a pear cut. But when you can find trillions, when you can find emerald cuts, those are the 2 most challenging and rounds that you're going to find. The emerald cut, like in the world of diamonds, is the best of the best because you can see straight through it. It has to be perfect in color. It has to be perfect in clarity because you can't hide anything.
Right.
Not that we're trying to hide, but what I'm saying is whenever you see someone wearing emerald cut gemstones or diamonds, you know that the lapidary who cut the stones first decided where is the perfect area of this rough.
Yeah.
Because we're going to cut emerald cuts first, and then we can do a lot of other things.
And I'm going to have us come in very, very close, because there you'll see that emerald cut. And also the fact that it's step faceted. I love that. It's always, to me, I like to kind of say it's like a prism effect. And
Yeah, and
it's
it's
so beautiful that way.
It's the best way to see the color range, Mary Beth.
Yeah.
And that's what I think we both love about it, is in the step cut, in your emerald cut, it's like that swimming pool of Tanzanite where there's stairs going down from all the sides of the pool. And now you get to see every shade of Tanzanite because of the way the light hits it. And this is what makes it challenging to cut. But once it's cut, you know you've got the best of the best. And let's not forget, those diamonds are the Affinity grade diamonds.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, all these Tanzanite stones had to really match in color. And so when you're talking about the more expensive, the more sought after colors, it's not as easy to find. So these are beautiful. We have them in small, average, or large. And let me remind you, just in the Tanzanite, the small has 9.6 carats, the average has 10.3 carats, and the large has 11.20 carats. Now we have other Tanzanite pieces yet to come, including a ring and a necklace as well.